All right, welcome to the For Health of It. This is your host, K-Pad Fit, and I have with me today Lawrence Hopkins, owner of Lawfitness. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What's going on, everybody?
All right. So Lawrence, just let's introduce yourself, man, and tell us a little bit of your backstory.
What's up, everybody? Lawrence Hopkins, owner and founder of Lawfit here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Kind of got started, man. Just the whole fitness thing, just playing sports, man. Kind of always do my thing, just to always stay in shape and just basically look good and feel better also. So once I got done with strength conditioning internship here in Southern, I just kind of branched out, kind of wanted to do my own thing, kind of want to be my own boss, and that's why I decided I wanted to open up my own personal training studio. And started in 2017, just training in my garage, and that's why I took off. 2019, where I actually got my first place. Actually, the place I'm in right now, on Lincoln Road Extension, in Oak Grove. And I've been there for a year now, and they've been going well, man, ever since, man. So, yeah, man, that's where I kind of started and where I am right now.
That's what's up, man. Like you said, you interned at Southern Miss. So how did you get that internship, man? Because we actually interned together, and that's how we met each other, man. I think we took two different paths because I was actually working on my master's, and you were finishing up your bachelor's at the time. So tell a little bit about how your internship was and how your overall experience as an undergrad was.
My internship was difficult, but I did learn a lot of things. That being said, when you're an undergrad and you just basically taking extra time, you're just learning the anatomy, just the simple stuff. But when I actually got to my field stuff that I wanted to do, it kind of broke down some of everything that I didn't know and some things I did know. And that being said, when I surrounded myself with my superiors, they kind of let me know what was wrong, how to train people, how to develop certain programs for athletes, things like that. So I know I had to take a different approach when it came to training athletes and also general public, general population. So
Okay.
my internship was it was good, man. Learned a lot, good and bad, and I just took those experiences and just took it to the real world, applied to my business.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's one thing, or what's the most important thing you felt like you learned during your internship at Southern Miss?
I think the most important thing I learned is just being professional and how to handle certain things with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is not going to be able to respond to you yelling at them. Everybody's not going to respond with you, being so, passive aggressive. So you got to know how to be able to deal with certain individuals and learning how to push them, and overall just being professional, being 30 minutes early or an hour, be able to set up, know which client or which athlete needs to work on what, or who is having trouble in certain categories with strengthening and things like that. So yeah, man, I think it's one of the important things that I learned.
Okay. All right. Lawrence, man, what about cause one thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, I didn't think you were as good of an athlete or great of an athlete. I'm not even gonna front on you. Great as an athlete as you were when I first met you, man. I just thought you were some guy that you played D2 football, to be honest with you. But was it Brother Mitch? Is that his name? The FCA guy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize Brother Mitch and your dad knew each other from way back when. And then he was like, "Nah, Lawrence was a pretty good athlete." And then since knowing you from when we first interned together to right now, I've looked you up and I was like, "Nah, Lawrence was pretty good." You played at, was it the Bernard Blackwell North-South game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played in that. I think, man, one of my biggest issues is looking back. Like, I really think, man, not to gas you up or anything, but I really think you could have played on the pro level, man, or at least top D1 at level. just to be honest with you, man, I think maybe going to North Forest was a bad experience. Not a bad experience, but lack of exposure. I think that hurt you a little bit. But man, I remember you did the back handspring and you could run. I think you ran like a 4.6 or something like that on the 40. I was like, man, this dude is pretty athletic, man. Looking at your stats and whatnot. So
That's when I was playing ball for about a year.
yeah,
So I still had a lot left in me, but I do believe, like you said, if I would have, and I can't really put it on no boys, man. And to me, it's not really about where you play, the people that you know, and just getting yourself out there.
okay,
And with that being said, man, no boys just, it really built me as a football player, man. That total grittiness,
mm-hmm.
and just being able to just being a leader, man. And I don't think no four was a bad thing, but I kind of put the blame on myself, not taking my academics
okay,
as I should have.
okay,
I think I started taking it more seriously as I started to know, like, hey, there's a possibility that I might play, college football. Because, I always had a little doubt in the back of my mind. But, I was going to junior college, but, as I started getting better and, developing more skills, it was a reality that I had possibly just going D1. But, when I realized it was just a little bit too late, man. Took my ACT scores too late. Couldn't put my grades as fast as I wanted to. So, like I said, man, I can't really put it on no force. I just put it all on me. But like I said, man, everything works out for a reason, man. And I think it will led me to open up my business here in Hattiesburg and, making everybody around me better.
Right. Man, you are definitely taking responsibility, man. That shows matureness. But I like that, dude, for real. One thing you did say, man, I don't know if I told you, but I'm teaching ACT prep this year, and the ACT scores in the nation, or particularly at Mississippi, are the lowest in the nation right now. If not the lowest, they're like 47th. So basically at the bottom. If you could, man, take about a minute or two, man, and just reiterate what you just said about taking that stuff serious, man, because I get a lot of kids being coached on this high school level now that don't take it serious until it's too late. And then, they're not as fortunate as you were or athletically blessed as you were. And whereas you may not have handled your business in the classroom, but at least you had the skills to back it up. They're not handling the business in the classroom along with, not being the best of athlete also. So could you expound on just trying to take care of everything that they can take care of, man, as far as like academics?
Most definitely, man. Start early, man. I want to say, so you get in high school, man, take the ACT. I mean, try to see where you're at and see the areas that you need to work on. As you know, the math side, the things, the different categories that's on the ACT, things like that. And just take it year by year, man. Take as many times you can, man. I think if I remember correctly, this is a waiver.
Mm-hmm.
I think your first two tests is wavered in, man. So go with that waiver, man, and go see where you're at, man. And playing, D1 football is your dream, man. I would just say that's the main thing to be focused on. Just getting that ACT, getting the 18, and then once you get the 18, or I think it's 21 now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's 21 or 18. Once you get that, man, that's when you start sort of locking in as far as like, all right, I need to have that, I think it's 2.5 and up.
Right.
GPA, and I think it fluctuates depending on what your ACT score is.
Okay.
So yeah, man, that's the biggest thing to harp on, because a lot of kids that don't know, man, they just being good at football, just whatever sport that they're playing, that's the ticket out. But now I realize, like, if coaches look at the background as far as academics,
right,
and behavior, things like that, man, and just
right,
determine which schools don't want to go pick you up. And a lot of kids don't take count of that. And it's not their fault. A lot of people don't know. Parents usually don't know. And they just kind of going, they're just kind of winging it until the last minute, like I did, man. And if I would have prepped myself to be that type of person, I really believe I could have won D1. But like I said, man, I was kind of in limbo. So.
Hey, but like you said, man, everything worked out for a reason, man. So So going on with your story, man, you went from North Forest to JUCO. So how was your experience at Jones Junior College, man?
Jones, when I bring up Jones, man, it was a totally different experience, man. Right off the bat, like just not high school football.
Right.
Everything just was like a job, man. And
Right.
not saying in a bad way, but you had to take things. You had to take a different approach. Even though it was football, it was taken more seriously, man. And you hear it all the time. We play college ball with collegiate ball. Everybody's good, and it all boils down to can you do your assignment, and whoever had the mess-ups or
Missed assignments, yep.
So overall, man, like I said, that goes back to academically, and just be able to learn and apply it. Because the more you develop that skill, you apply it on the field, then it's easy for you to become a starter once you get to the collegiate level.
Right.
And, because that's how you were able to see the Tom Brady's and the Troy Wilsons that played in the late 30s and 40s because their IQ was high. They know exactly where to be. The talent probably their athletic ability probably slipped down a little bit, but they still know where to be and know what to do.
Right.
So that's the difference between being great and being good.
Okay, I like that, man. I like that. So from Jones, you went to Delta State, correct?
Right.
Okay, so Delta State, where exactly is that? That's the fighting Okra, right? No. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, okay. All right, the fighting Okra. Okay, so you went there. Where's that at exactly again?
It's in
Cleveland, Mississippi. All right, Cleveland, Mississippi. All right, so you did 2 years there, right?
Right.
Okay, all right. And how was your playing time and experience at Delta State?
Well, like I said, going back to learning your something like that, I was being able to enroll the spring semester just to learn the system.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the reasons I picked up State, even though it was a Division II school, and I didn't pick that school, they was in the process of rebuilding, man.
Okay.
And I had a chance to really go in and learn the system and actually become a starter, which I did. And
okay.
they just needed someone like myself, and they really needed me where they really wanted me to come in as one of the pieces that they were missing. And I felt like that was important to me. Somebody that actually wanted me. I wasn't another number.
Okay.
So I wanted to prove myself during the spring, things like that. I became a starter, and we finished 9-2 my junior year.
Okay.
And we won our conference my junior year also.
All
and
right.
my senior year wasn't so good, but we still finished with a winning record. Overall, my experience was pretty good. But like I said, you always learn when you be going to a different school.
Right.
Things you pick up on.
Okay. That's what's up, man. And then we already discussed your internship at Southern Miss, man. Like I said, man, I can't lie, bro. I was glad I met you, man. Given the situation we were in, I was at a totally different point in my life than you were, man. Am I what, 4 years older than you? You're what, 26, 27?
26.
Okay, yeah, I'm about 5 years older than you, man. I'm 31, man. And at the time I was doing that internship, man, I had just quit teaching, or I didn't quit teaching, I suspended it, and coaching on the high school level to go do this internship. It's like you said, bro, we were unpaid and working hard, man. So when I saw you, man, I love your enthusiasm, man, and your work ethic, man, and just your overall attitude, man. Like, it was something about you that said you were going to be successful, man. I like that. I really did, man. And I remember we were working out one day, and you said to me, man, nah, bro, I'm pushing you, man, not because I know you can do it, but I know you can be great, or something like that is what you said, man. That really stuck with me, bro. I really appreciate that, man. And I think that's part of the reason why you're also being successful now, man. So let's transition into the early stages of Lawfit in the garage, man. I I really loved that griminess, man, when you were in that garage working at your dad's house. Uh, Early morning garage workouts, man. I really wish I could have got down there for one of those sessions down there, man. Can you go into that and how exactly that got started? And also, I don't think a lot of folks realize, Lawrence, that you were working. Not only were you doing that, but you were working at McDonald's and was it Lowe's or Home Depot?
Yeah, Home Depot.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and mention the early days of the garage sessions and all of that, if you would.
Well, after I left USM,
Uh huh.
I was still working at McDonald's. So, still working at McDonald's since I left USM. I just knew I had to, I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with training, but I knew I wanted to train whether it was athletes or just general population. So,
Right.
I just started just basically training people, and then I took what I learned from USM and started applying it to my training. And as you know, man, you never stop learning in this field. So I continue to learn, continue to develop new skills for myself. I got hired at a gym,
Okay.
at Anatomy here in Hattiesburg.
Right.
So I was training at my house and also at Anatomy. And overall, I quit McDonald's and I got another job, which is at night. It was Home Depot. It was free, so I was working 9 to 1. So basically, my schedule was train all day, work all night, and then repeat. So I was doing that Monday through Friday for about 2 years, and then
Okay.
people started getting to know me. My name started popping up here and there, and yeah, man, I started stacking my paper when I was with my dad, and started getting surrounded myself with people that were kind of doing what I was doing, and they were also businessmen like me. So got connected with the right people, man. Started me a building around towards the end of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Filed for me to get an LLC,
Okay.
and I took off from there, man. So that was my business in 2018, but I got the actual building in 2019. So.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That
Stop
is.
from there.
Yeah. All right. Go into a little more detail if you don't mind, or if you can, of exactly how did you get started, or if there was any one person or a certain group of people you want to shout out that actually helped you with finding a building and doing all that paperwork as far as getting the LLC.
There's so many names I can name, man. But I really want to thank my dad, man, because with him, all I did was a roof on my head, man, to stay, and I was paying bills here and there, but I didn't really have an basic bill. So without him, man, I wouldn't be able to save the money that I was making at the time to have the opportunity that I had, or to rent the building and put the down payment to get the building that I wanted. So all the things of my dad, man, but it's so many people to think, man. It's hard to say, man. But the way my prices went, man, I knew I didn't want to take out a loan.
Right.
Because generally, when you open up a business, you want to have a business plan, and you want to try to find investors to invest into you. So with that being said, I was trying to find a way I could do it on my own. Hence that me doing it in the garage, I knew I could do it on my own because people in the garage that I was training, I was just using, simple equipment, bench, bar,
Right.
A few kettlebells, things like that, man, and that was seeing serious results. So I knew if I could get my own place that,
Right.
the results would, be amplified. So with that being said, man, I started saving my money, started reinvesting in equipment, the money I was making from training, and also the money I was making from Home Depot. And once I started doing that, man, I knew I wanted to transition over from the garage to an actual building. So once I started looking for a building, man, one of my good friends named Diamond Jackson, man, she referred me to somebody that also does some real estate and stuff like that, man.
Okay.
And he knew somebody that that was actually renting out buildings and stuff like that. So I got in touch with her and I was trying to find a building, man. And lo and behold, man, I found this building, man, with a garage door. Already had ceiling fans, things like that,
Wow.
man. But it needed some work to be done to it. So I had a partner named Shannon Brown, man. He helped me out, man. He did flooring and painting, things like that, man. And we went from just me and him kind of started digging stuff up, man. Started making the place look like something. And as that year transitioned from 2019, early 2019, man, as I was strengthening my plate, man, I was still reinvesting in equipment. So,
Right.
the whole year that I had that building, man, I was still training in the building, but I was still using money that I was getting trained with. Well, the people that was training me, that was paying me,
Mm-hmm.
I was putting back in the building. So, also the job was working at night. So, like I said, man, but my dad, allowed me to stay with him, pay little bills here and there, and, me working at Home Depot at Anatomy there with my night job, I had multiple streams of income, and I was able to save to buy my own equipment, not take a loan, and, just build it from the ground up, and lo and behold, man, it's been a year, got better equipment in there, debt free.
Man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
Yeah, man, so, yeah, man, I knew what I wanted, man. I had to go get it, man.
Right.
Had to pray about it. So, the vision came, staying true. So, I'm still working on a few more things that I want. But with this going on, I really did, like I said, figure out a way to keep not my customers, my clients,
Right.
really interested in, still want to train with me. And I've been sending out workouts from home and things like that, man. So, like I said, man, it's all about the grind, man.
Okay.
It's all good.
Man, I love I'm a fan of yours, man. If that's not obvious, man, you my homeboy. I see you like a little brother, but now we not. I feel like we on the same level. To be honest with you, man. If not, you higher. You know what I'm saying? So I look up to you also, man. Like I said, I'm a fan of yours. I love what you're doing down there, and the sled, the mobile sleds you got with the wheels. When you got those, dude, I was like, man, I've never seen those before, but I was like, that's pretty dope. That is pretty dope. And then you got full racks, half racks. I'm like, oh man, my boy down there is killing it. Man, I love it, bro.
Thank
Man,
you.
that is
That's
what's
something
up.
serious.
All right, man. So we talked about some business advice or on how to get started, man. So if you could say, you mentioned having a business plan and having people willing to invest in you. Let's talk about some advice you may have for people that are interested in getting on their fitness journey into turning their life around.
I think the biggest thing I always tell my clients, you have to figure out, first you have to figure out your why. Why do you want to be helped? Why do you want to
Hey, before you get started on that, Lawrence, you said figure out your why. Have you seen that before, that video on YouTube?
No, I haven't. But
Oh man, so check that out later, man. I'm gonna send you a link either through text or Instagram. Knowing Your Why by Michael B. I think is the guy name. I'm gonna send that to you, man. But go ahead. You said clients need to know their why.
And it's really common sense, man. Whenever you want to push yourself, or you trying to, bring your vision to reality, man, you always got to resort back to your why. Why are you doing this? Why are you going so hard for this? And once if your why is like, genuinely like important to you, you'll continue to go. If it's not that important to you, it's easy for you to give up.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
It's just common sense, man. And if you're a person that has chronic disease, or you're a person that's tired of looking a certain way, or you're a person that wants to be around for the kids in the future, you have serious health problems, that's something you need to resort back to whenever you don't feel like working out, or you don't feel like, wanting to eat right, or doing things like that, because you have to resort back to your why. Your why has to be important enough in order for you to keep on going.
Okay.
So that's one of the first thing. The second thing is realizing your problem. Um, why aren't you consistent? What's keeping you in this? I guess this limbo in the middle. What's keeping you from that? I guess succeeding on what you actually want. And a lot of times, a lot of people have problems snacking. A lot of people have problems with their family cooking certain foods. They don't have the money, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So once one, realize, state your why. Two, kind of state that the problems that you have. I think three overall is figuring out ways how to execute it. You know what I'm saying? So once you got those three things down, man, I think it's an easy way for you to, I guess, to be successful, because a lot of people, they don't know the steps. They just get like, I need to do this, So once you figure out your why, guess the problem, and then figure out the way to execute it. And a lot of people aren't, they can't eat 6 meals a day. They can't do the type of different things. And what my time, I tell them, you have to figure out, and I try to have to figure out what works best for them and their body, because everybody's body is different. So with that being said, is in Lawfit, I try to teach how to keep things sustainable, not a quick diet, because a diet is temporary, but this lifestyle can be forever. And once you figure out how to, figure out your body, how to keep things sustainable, that's when you can keep this thing going forever. Not, and that's what I teach people there at my gym. I don't really teach them how to, the keto diet, things like that.
Right.
I try to help them find that balance that's gonna keep them sane, and not want them to give up, exercising and things like that.
Right. Okay. All right, man. Well, I really don't want to date this this podcast, this episode, but I mean, might as well. Who cares? With the coronavirus going on right now, or I guess this could be. I mean, living in the world we live in, man, you never know what's going on. A little souther than you will be on the coast, and people get on lockdown for hurricanes and whatnot. Or for whatever reason, somebody to be shut in the house. Up north, they got snow days and whatnot. What's some stuff they can do at the house to stay active?
Man, one thing you need to do, really, man, I'm gonna tell you things what you don't need to do.
Okay.
Is snack.
You said do not snack.
So much TV. Do not snack.
Do not snack.
Snacking can lead to you gaining all that weight that you lost previously. Alright, so that's one of the things I want to hop on, and I've been trying to tell my clients that too. Do not snack during this period. Also, exercise, do something. And whether you have any ideas, go on YouTube, figure out something, go to your local Walmart or Dick's or Academy and buy some bands or maybe some dumbbells, kettlebells.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be your whole weight room.
Right.
Buy something that's going to keep you active. I think 3 would be, man, pick up some, do a hobby that you love to do, or pick up on something that you will want to do. You haven't had the time to start on it. Whether it's reading a book, teach yourself how to play piano, guitar, learn about certain things within your field that you never ever had time to because you've been so busy working. Just things like that, man. So I think it's a gift and a curse right now, because we're blessed with so much time that's been taken away from us from the worldly things, and also a curse because we're limited to so much that we can do.
Right.
With that being said, man, it depends on how you want to look at it.
Okay.
And so, like a business owner like myself, man, we really just have to find ways to empathize and still, for me, keep my clients engaged and show them that, there are ways to stay active and still stay on your goal and still stay focused. So that's why I try to hop on right now during this time of crisis.
All right, man. All right. Well, Lawrence, man, I certainly appreciate it, man. We're going to bring this episode to a close. This has been For the Health of It with K-Pad featuring Lawrence.